Hey guys, it's Annie, and I didn't really plan this video out. It's kind of a spur of the moment topic that I wanted to talk about, so it's probably mostly gonna be me like word vomiting my feelings and emotions at you. But before we get started with that, if you are not yet subscribed and would like to be, you can click the subscribe button on the screen or down below, and I post new videos Sundays and Thursdays. Also, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy this video, but on with my thoughts. So yes, I put myself on YouTube and anyone can see me, and I want more people to see me because for it to be a career, the more people the better. But I do happen to have social anxiety. And yeah, it's not the end of the world. A lot of people deal with that. It's a lot easier for me to talk to a camera than it is to a person. But I feel like sometimes people wouldn't expect that, especially people who don't really know me. Like I do YouTube, I was a varsity cheerleader in high school, I had friends, and you wouldn't think that kind of person would have social anxiety, but I do. To be honest, I feel like very few people that I actually know really know me. I have a hard time connecting and telling people how I feel. I absolutely hate talking to people that I don't know very well. I don't like small talk at all. Just small talk to me is kind of just a shallow thing, not like, oh, she's really shady and shallow, but just like it's a surface thing. I don't know, I feel like my thoughts on most things aren't what a lot of people think. Because people in their 20s, a lot of them are just into self-gain and material things. Especially in LA, everything's like this ego thing. You know, they put themselves first and they don't really care about helping anyone else. And yeah, I like to put on makeup and look good and feel pretty, but I care about people and I think it's great when people succeed, but literally look at the sky. We are the tiniest speck in the universe. And don't get me wrong, I feel like people are important and everyone has a purpose and everyone's life is precious. But when ego comes in and inflates that person and makes it seem like their life and what they're doing is far superior than everything else and everyone else, that's when I feel like their perspective needs to be brought back down and realize that they're a speck of dust, less than that, in the universe. Back to what does this have to do with social anxiety? That's my thought process on a lot of things, and I don't think a lot of people connect with that. Like, I feel like if I said that to someone in person, they'd be like, what is your brain doing? But that's how I think. Where am I going with this? Word vomiting. But there's so many other aspects to my social anxiety. Like when I was in high school and I'd go to restaurants, if I'd go with my boyfriend or something back then, he would always have to order for me because I was too nervous to talk to the waiter or wherever we were. My whole thing was I was good and comfortable and outgoing and quirky around people that I knew, but if I didn't know them, I was like frozen, I can't speak, I don't know how to deal with strangers, and I try to analyze why that is. My town was kind of smaller and the girls were a little catty. For example, in social settings, say that there was a new girl that was from out of town or just someone visiting and she was cute and the guys thought that she was attractive, the girls would be all catty and be rude to the girl and make her feel very unwelcome because she was an outsider. Luckily, I grew up in my town, so I didn't really have to deal with that. I was accepted because I was always there, but I don't know if that's one of the reasons that stuck in my head. Like, oh my gosh, if I'm not familiar with the situation, they're gonna hate me and tear me down and I'm not gonna be accepted. That could be a reason. One thing, yeah, I fit in. I was, I guess, in an in crowd. There were a lot of different cliques at my school, but my nickname was still Awkward Annie because, as I said, I was comfortable and quirky with people I knew, but if I ever got around people that I didn't know, I just got really awkward, and it's just because like I get this tense feeling in my stomach. Anyone who has social anxiety can probably relate to that. You get out in public or in an environment that you're not comfortable with and you just get this tight, like tense feeling in your stomach and you can't really breathe and you just feel really uncomfortable and your mind starts racing and you can't get your words out very well. Yeah, that happens to me. And it sucks because I want so badly to connect with people. Like I want to be outgoing and I can be outgoing if I already know the people, but I want to just be able to like be welcoming, because I feel like when I'm awkward and not feeling comfortable around people, that's their first impression of me. I mean, yeah, some of them might stick around and become really good friends with me, but if they don't, that's their impression of me, that I'm awkward and probably slightly rude because I don't feel warm and opened, which I want to be. Back to high school again, like even if I knew an answer to something and a teacher called on me, I would turn bright red and I couldn't speak. Can any of you relate to that? Because that's something I remember doing. And it's weird that I have these issues because at the same time, I love performing. Cheerleading was my life, and like just like I lit up and I loved it. Like I was good at it. But back then I did that daily, so it was an easy thing for me. And I was comfortable with the girls on my squad and like, you know, people at my school, so that was fine. But in LA, it's a lot different. You don't know everybody. There's a lot of talented people. That's another thing in LA. Like, I used to want to act. I'm not competitive, and I feel like acting's like cutthroat, and I would be really hard on myself and think I'm not good enough. So I've yet to pursue that. I also have a tendency to overthink. I feel like when I try to do acting things by myself, I'm relaxed and I can get emotions across. But as soon as someone else is watching me, I just am not present. I'm in my head too much, and I'm judging everything about myself. But going back to the part about not being able to connect with people because I feel like my thought process is just different than a lot of people. It's hard these days because I feel like so many people are just so focused on celebrities and all about this shallow stuff that doesn't really matter and doesn't do anything positive for the world, when we can be doing amazing things. We can be helping people, we can be helping the world, we can dive into our passions, but we're wasting time on pointless crap. Again, I feel like this video is getting so off track, but at least I'm connecting with you. Sometimes when I make videos like this, I just hope that my friends watch this, because a lot of the times like I can't open up to them because they just don't think the same way, or at least they don't openly state that they think the same way as I do. But sometimes I hope that they watch these videos so maybe they can know me better, because I have a hard time saying this sort of thing to them, because, you know, some people might think it's a downer. I'm not trying to be a downer, I'm just expressing my anxiety to you. I have a lot of positive feelings and I have a lot of hope and motivation, but I guess this video is talking about something that's not quite a positive feeling. I've learned to focus on the positives, and I read my self-help books, and if I get left out of something, like if my friends don't invite me or someone's mean to me, I try not to dwell on that anymore, because in the past I would just like sulk and be like, everyone hates me. And I realize now that if people treat you badly, it has nothing to do with you. You've probably heard this a million times, but they're really projecting how they are feeling towards you, because a truly happy and optimistic and centered person isn't going to try to make someone else feel discouraged or bring them down or make them feel like they're not included. Again, I don't know what this has to do with social anxiety, but I do know that people treating me poorly is a social interaction, and that gives me anxiety. One thing I want to do with this channel is, I feel like people probably get confused because I do post so many different things. I'll post lifestyle and like sometimes beauty things, and then I'll post like funny, lighthearted whatever, and music videos and all this different stuff, because I consider this channel a variety channel. But more than anything, I just want to put out videos that represent who I am, and I am all of these different things. I love lifestyle and self-help, and I love laughing and being goofy, and I love music, and I love all these different things. So what I want this channel to be is me connecting with people over what I'm interested in. So sorry, I'm not just DIYs teaching you how to better your life and all this stuff. This channel is just not about that. It's about everything, and it's about me, and it's about you, and it's about us connecting. And I just want to learn how to form relationships with people, and maybe me forming a better relationship with you guys through the internet. That will help me build better relationships in real life, and it will help me learn to talk and get my emotions out. and it will help people that I already know who watch my videos to know how I'm feeling and know what I'm thinking. Even if I don't say it to their face, like maybe they'll understand me a little bit better. There's a lot to me and there's a lot to everyone else. But that's just a little bit more about me that you probably didn't know, because a lot of people don't know what's in my head because I keep it in my head all the time. I hope you're able to feel a little more connected to me, and I hope some of you can relate to the way I feel. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, maybe some of you saw things in a different perspective a little bit. But I just want to be a good person, and I want to be a good influence on people. I want to be able to share my experiences and my mistakes and turn those into lessons for other people because I've made a lot of mistakes in my day. But yeah, let me know. I'm definitely going to stick with a variety of different kinds of videos, but let me know if you want any more of these heartfelt, like, connection, getting to know each other kind of videos. And also leave in the comments, what are things that you feel that you struggle with? Like, I just unloaded a lot of my struggles and feelings on you, so I would like to get some from your end, and I will be responding to your comments and talking to you because I really want to connect with you and know you, and I want you to know me. So let's do that. But that is all for today. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you very soon with a new one. All right, bye guys. Yes! 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 I got 2 free tacos! Yes! This is the one! I did it!
Yes! 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 I got 2 free tacos!
I got 2 free tacos!